6.5. The directions say solve each of the following logarithmic equations, express your answer as both an exact expression and a decimal approximation rounded to 2 decimal places. And if there is no solution, we're going to write no solution. All right, so we've got natural log of x minus 5 plus natural log of x equals 0. All right, so we've got a logarithm equal to a number. All right, so we need to condense the left-hand side so that it's one logarithm. Right now, these logarithms are separated with a plus, which tells us we're going to use product rule to condense those down into a single logarithm. All right, so that's going to be natural log of x minus 5 times x equals 0. All right, so now you can go ahead and multiply this out if you want to, which I think I will. That'd be x squared minus 5x equals 0. All right, but now I've got a logarithm equal to a number, a single logarithm equal to a number. So I am going to use the definition of a logarithm to convert this over to exponential form. All right, so I've got y equals log base a of x. We know that natural log is really the same thing as log base e. All right, so that's x equals a to the y for exponential form. Let's see. Trying to get some more room on the page. Okay, we might just have to insert a blank page. Okay, so now we're just going to go down here and identify what is a, what is x, what is y. Then we're going to plug those in to exponential form. All right, so the base a is e. X, the argument x is x squared minus 5x, and y is 0. All right, so going over here and plugging those in, I have x squared minus 5x equals e to the 0. 0. We know that anything to the 0th power is 1. All right, so that's x squared minus 5x equals 1. All right, let's go to our blank page to finish this problem. Okay. I need to move everything to one side, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract that 1 to move it to the left. This is a quadratic equation. I can't factor it, so I'm going to use quadratic formula. Let me put that over here. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, in this equation, a is 1, b is negative 5, and c is negative 1. All right, so let's plug those in. X is equal to negative 5 would be positive 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 5 squared minus 4 times a times c. So that's 1 and negative 1 over 2 times a. Okay, so I'm going to work on that radicand. Negative 5 squared is 25. Negative 4 times 1 times negative 1, that's going to be positive 4. So that's going to be 29 under the radical. All over 2 times 1 is 2. All right, we know that this is really two separate numbers, 5 plus the square root of 29 over 2, and then 5 minus the square root of 29 over 2. And I need to get a decimal approximation for those. Let me pull up my calculator. Okay, clear that out. 5 plus the square root of 29 over 2. All right, so there's my first one, 5.19. 5.19. All right, and then let's do 5 minus the square root of 29 divided by 2, negative 0.19. Okay, negative 0.19. Okay, so now we've got to check these answers. Let me go back to my original problem, 5.19 and negative 0.19. Right, so here's my two options, 5.19 and then negative 0.19. Okay. If we plug in 5.19, that's going to be 5.19 minus 5. That's just going to be 0.19, so that's good. That's not negative. If we plug it in here, that's just 5.19. That's good. That's not negative, so that one's fine. Now, if we plug in the negative 1, let me erase this. Okay. If we plug in the negative 1, we can see right off the bat, if we plug it in here, that's going to make me plug in a negative, so I have to eliminate that as an answer choice. That is not one of my answers. This one was fine. That one was not making me plug in a negative. So there's my exact answer and my approximation. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go on to the next one. If you need to pause or to catch up, that's fine. I'm just trying to make this video as short as possible. All right, here's our last problem, natural logs on both sides. So we've got log equal to a log. When we have a logarithm on both sides, remember we can just equate the arguments. We have to have a single logarithm on both sides, which we do. So we can just go ahead and equate those arguments. All right, so we get x minus 2 equals 5x. All right, I'm going to move this x over. Negative 2 equals 4x. 5 by 4. X equals negative 1/2. All right, now let's see if that is going to be okay if I plug it in. All right, if I plug it in right here, negative 1/2 minus 2, that's going to be negative 2.5. That's not okay. I can't plug in a negative. All right, so that's going to make me plug in a negative, or that's going to make my argument be negative. And so I have to eliminate that as an answer choice. So my answer is no solution. All right. Hopefully that helps you with the homework. If you have any questions about this section, please email me. I'll have my email. I'll be available via email over the break. All right, and I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving.